Okay. Hey YouTube. I know I probably look rough and tired. I feel very tired and drained. But I was supposed to came up here and did an update. Between the space in my phone and finding time and privacy to do it, I just kept putting it off. But I finally figured out how to do the space thing. So it kept saying that I was using up 46 gigs in my photos. But as I deleted videos that I uploaded and pictures and stuff, it wasn't going down. So when you click on it, it says documents and data. So I'm like, what the hell? What is that? Like, it don't tell you nothing. It just says that. And then you just gotta like figure it out. So anyway, I started Googling and playing with stuff. And I realized that you have to something I think I seen on YouTube or I Googled it or something, but you have to go in and empty your trash. Recently deleted. You have to go in there and empty that. So once I did that, it deleted like 20 gigs from my phone. And I'm just like, really? Like this whole time. First of all, I thought that stuff deleted on its own after a certain amount of time. I thought it said like 30 days or something. I don't know. But this whole time, I literally been struggling with this storage space and it was sitting in the trash. Anyway, so I got that done. So I was able to get space on my phone. I couldn't do no updates, no system updates or nothing because I didn't have no space. So I figured that out. Oh God, excuse me. I'm just tired. I think I'm sleeping a lot because I'm just like depressed right now. But anyway, so I'm not sure where I left off. I think it was right after I lost the rental car and I had to leave this shelter. I think that's where I left off. So I lost the rental car and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna put my stuff in storage that I had in the car and take some more stuff in the shelter with me. And then I was just gonna work like I've been working. You know, I work nights, so from 5 to 11. And, you know, I just wouldn't be able to do DoorDash. And I would just have to either Uber or, you know, my boss said she would help me with ride and stuff. So that's what I was gonna do. But the night before I was dropping the car off, the shelter people told me that they changed the rules and nobody could stay in the daytime anymore unless you worked until 3 a.m. So before, they were letting me sleep in the daytime because I was getting off after 12, which a lot of times I came in at 2 and 3 anyway because I was doing DoorDash after work. But even just working from 5 to 11, I would still be able to sleep in the daytime because everybody else has to leave at 8 a.m. and come back at 4, I think. 4. So when they told me that, I'm like, okay, where am I supposed to go? Because I have nowhere to go and I have no car. Like if I had the car, then okay, I could do what I was doing before and just sleep in the car. But now I have no car either. So, so yeah, that fucked me up. So I'm like, all right. So for 2 days, a couple of the girls that's in my room, they all ride around with this older white lady. She has a car, so that everybody rides around with her, but they be drinking and smoking and, you know, stuff like that. And then she has her stuff that she needs to do. She's an older lady though. So I did that the first day. I did that because I needed to drop the car off. She picked me up from the rental car place. And I'm so grateful for that, because I really don't talk to nobody in there for real. But, you know, we all speak. Like, it's like a family, but I'm never there. I'm always at work. They know I'm pregnant and stuff, but I always work, so I don't really get to spend time. I don't get to talk or get to know anybody. But, you know, we all speak, you know. They look after each other and stuff like that. So she picked me up from the rental car place. And I rode around with them that morning. She had somewhere to be at like 1 o'clock. So she dropped us off. We had to sit in the park. It was freezing cold. So I'm just like, all right, this ain't gonna work. Then one of the ladies that used to stay there, she don't stay there no more. Once they started doing alcohol drug testing, she had got put out. But me and her still talk. So she was like, you can go sit in the lobby and get on the computer or whatever. So I'm like, all right. I tried that. So the lady in the thing, she was like, oh, you just trying to pass time? It was 3 o'clock. We had to wait till 4. So I was like, yeah. And then she was like, all right, go ahead. So I go sit at the computer. And I might have did a video about this. I don't remember. I'm just trying to recap. But I go sit at the computer, and it's a white lady and a little boy sitting at the table. They're the only 2 people in there. And so I sit down. I'm getting my charger out of my bag because my phone's about to die. And I'm texting my boss because I was telling her I'm not coming to work because I've been sitting outside all day. So that's not going to work. You know, me being up since early this morning, sitting outside all day, and then coming to work all night. And yeah, no. So that's why I was texting her. So anyway, I sat down. I promise you I wasn't sitting there for more than 2 minutes. And the white lady, she was like, you can't be in here if you're not on the computer or something, she said. I said, I am on the computer. Like, I'm texting my boss right now. She was like, well, you can't do that sitting at the computer. I said, so you telling me I can't use my phone at the computer? Like, she was just being a real bitch. Like, I'm not even gonna I don't have the energy to get into that conversation because she was really pissing me off, and I started to curse her out, but I'm thinking in my head, I ain't trying to get put out because now I really don't have nowhere to go. So I just walked out of there. But yeah, after that, I just was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go to my daughter in South Carolina. Because I've been playing with the idea, but my daughter and her girlfriend was always fighting and going through stuff, and I didn't want to deal with that. Plus, I didn't want to leave Alabama because of my doctor's appointments, and then finding out that my amniotic fluid was low, and they're concerned that it was a hole in my baby's heart, so I had to go to a fetal specialist. But I was waiting for the fetal people to call me to make the appointment, so I didn't have an appointment yet. So I didn't want to go to South Carolina, but that was the only option at this point, because I'm not about to sit outside all day, every day, and then try to work too. And then that lady pissed me off because she's talking to me like I'm a fucking toddler. Like, I'm sitting on a computer. Why is you looking over my shoulder, looking at what I'm doing and what I'm typing? I literally just sat down and I was trying to find my charger. Like, that pissed me off so bad. And the thing that gets me is these people that work in there used to stay there too. Like, so why are y'all being assholes at this point? Like, everybody in there knows I'm pregnant. I don't know if she know, because she's like one of the office ladies. She don't be out and about often. So I don't know if she knew, but everybody knows I'm pregnant. What I look like sitting outside in the cold all day long. No food. We can't bring no food inside, so whatever. Anyway. So I decided I'm just gonna go to my daughter. So I had the money left that the lady gave me at my job, my customer. I still had some of that money left. So I used that to pay what I needed to pay, my storage and something else before my phone bill or something. And, you know, I had enough to get the ticket, and then I would have had a few extra dollars, not much. So I'm just like, should I get the ticket? Like, I'm talking to God. I'm like, should I just go ahead and do it? Should I get the ticket? Should I get the ticket? And, I kept hearing the train horn you know, when the train goes by in the city, it'll lay on the horn as it's passing through. I kept hearing the train horn, and I was hearing it so much at times that I never heard it before. I don't know if maybe I just didn't recognize it before, which I'm sure I would have because it's loud as fuck. Like, you can't. But anyway, I just kept hearing the train horn. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to get the ticket. So I talked to my daughter, made sure it was okay with her and her girlfriend. I said, did you talk to your girlfriend? You told her what's going on? She said, yeah, she wants you to come. You know, everything's fine. All right. I said, you sure before I get this ticket? So now I get the ticket, and the lady in my room, the one that had the car, she took me to my storage to pack my stuff up and put what I needed to put up in there. And, you know, I took some of my stuff out of the shelter and brought it to my storage, and I packed some bags so I could figure out what I need to do, what I was taking with me. I had to sit in there and wait for her for like an hour and a half to come back and get me. I thought she forgot about me. My phone died. There's no power outlet in there. So I'm just sitting there. That day it was hot as hell. It was just a mess. But she came. She was like an hour and some change late. But she came. So she didn't forget me. But I was just sitting there worried to death because I'm like, I'm in this storage place. Ain't nobody here. I can't get out the gate because I'm not in a vehicle. It was just, there's no sockets for me to plug my phone. Like, it was just a mess. And she dropped me off that morning, so I was sitting in there all day, but I had to pack and stuff. So, you know, I was fine. I used that time to pack, but my phone was dying. So anyway, so I made an appointment to get my hair done that Friday, the next day. Now, funny thing is, my daughter wanted me to come up for her birthday anyway, for our birthdays. Hers is the 21st, mine was the 24th, is the 24th of November. So she had been wanting me to come up, but we didn't think it was going to happen because she said she was going to pay for my ticket. Then she was saying that she didn't have the money. And, you know, I was going through what I was going through, so I'm like, I probably ain't going to come. So we decided that wasn't going to happen. So it's just crazy because now going that Friday, I was leaving that Friday afternoon at 3, the train came. That was a week before her birthday. So I ended up coming for her birthday the week before. So I got my hair done for my birthday and for her birthday to make sure I had my hair done. And it's cheaper. You know, the lady that does it is cheaper. I didn't know who else I would get to do it, so I just got it done. It's still up. It's time to come down, but you know, it's still up. So, I did all of that. I refilled all my prescriptions, picked up my shots, my medicine. And the lady, you know, she's driving me around doing all of this stuff. And I just appreciate her so much. I was so grateful for that. She wouldn't even let me give her no money. I did put gas in the car. And I bought her some food. And she was like, well, I get money on Saturday. You know, if you need anything, I'll send you some money. So she was like, just let me know. So she dropped me off at the train. No, I'm passing something. That night, in the middle of that night, Thursday night, my daughter called me in the middle of the night. Her and her girlfriend got into it. Cops was called, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, I just paid for this ticket. And now they up there into it, and I don't know what I'm walking into. Like, because they both want to lease, but the last time they got into it, the girl packed up her stuff and left, and then the time before that, my daughter went to jail. You know, which is one of the reasons why I was very hesitant on going up there. But anyway, so they done got into it, so I'm just nervous. I'm super nervous. So, but supposedly the girl left. So my daughter, she was trying to figure out who was going to pick me up from the train because it was 30 minutes away from where they stayed at. And her and the girl was the one with the car. So, you know, they weren't talking for real. So I'm just like, I don't know, because at this point, I done ran out of money. I only got like $10 left. I can't pay for no Uber. It was just a mess. Anyway, I slept the whole time on the train. I had my food. I ate. My phone, Was my phone off? I don't think my phone was off. Was it off? I think it might have been off because I couldn't call nobody. Yeah, it might have been off. I don't know. Either way, yeah, I think it was off. So I'm really just traveling on Wi-Fi. It was a lot. But I got on the train. I came up there. The same night I got up there. So she ended up getting the girl to pick me up anyway. I got there at 3 in the morning. She ended up getting the girl to pick me up anyway. And, it was a very awkward ride because this is my first time meeting this girl. And it was just weird. But I was grateful that she picked me up. She took me to the house. As soon as we get to the house, they start getting into it again. The house is a mess. Like, I mean, oh, Lord. I'm just like, oh, my God, what is happening? Like, what? So anyway, that night they got into it. The girl got arrested because she took my daughter's phone and threw it somewhere, and the cops had to come find it. And they told my daughters to press charges for